Merry Christmas, everybody, or Merry Fiendmas, because today we got the Fiend, the WWE Universal Champion, Bray Wyatt, aka the Fiend. That's his alter ego. He is honestly the reason why I started customizing and, directly created this whole brand of mine, Self-Made Collectibles. So Ray, if you ever see this, thank you for inspiring me. Basically, if you're not familiar with wrestling or wrestling action figures, this is an early look at what a potential Fiend action figure would look like. I imagine, Mattel is going to bring an elite version of the figure to the line. So mine is a basic, and I know that's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way, but I just felt like the torso was very clean and uniform, and it just captured his whole just new build, right? So if you look at it, let's turn them around. First things first, we got the mask, and I haven't seen any customs of the Fiend thus far that had a removable mask. All the figures I've seen so far have had a sculpted mask on a head that popped into place on the neck. My figure is different from others in the fact that I have created his own custom removable mask. So there's Bray Wyatt's face underneath. I've added real hair. Yes, this is real human hair. My hair, to be exact. Don't be alarmed. It's clean. It's bug free. No, but it's sanitary. I dyed it. I'm naturally brown, dark brown hair. So I figured I could dye it and just affix it to the scalp of the figure. And I went for custom tattoos, which I hand drew each and every one of them myself, and painted with ultra fine Sharpie and whatnot. And let me bring that up, because while I sealed it, as I show you some more of the tattoos, while I sealed it, the Sharpie, some of it ran, especially right here in the back of the neck. So let's take a better look at the mask while we're here. I got these little rivets that he's got on there, okay? But right here in this area, the neck tattoo ink ran. So it doesn't look its best, but I mean, it still looks pretty good, I think. So I tried to recreate all of his tattoos. He's got, I think it's Jesus on the cross, a lot of crosses here, some skulls. I love his tattoos. I love this one here of the woman's mouth, another woman by the railroad track. I don't know if just the symbolism behind these. I did the gloves. And bear with me, I have a lot of tricks up my sleeves, so you're going to enjoy this video if you stay to the end. But, yeah, so basically, yeah, this is a basic figure, but I wanted to do it right, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to prove the stigma that, it has to be an elite figure, because I don't think it does. I mean, if you look at it, it looks pretty badass in my opinion. I did the boots and the buckles there. There's this like leather shroud that he wears. It's like a sleeve almost, and I tried to keep this glossy because this is his boot area. So originally this is the 1.0, basically the Fiend 1.0, because when he debuted against Finn Balor, when he came out and attacked him for the first time, He had, it was like a flat matte looking black leather right here, but now he uses the glossy one. It's like a patent leather, so patent leather to match the boots and stuff like that. His first match, he did not wrestle with this on, but he's wrestled with it on since. So I'm gonna make several different variations of this figure. Some that have this and some that don't. So you have the pockets and whatnot, the pants. Take a good look at the pants. Pockets on the back, the striped pants, the tattoos once again. Hurt and heel on the hands, you know what I'm saying? Then you have the praying hands on his shirt. So right now will be time to gently remove the mask. Now it comes off. Pop it off, right? It stays right there. You can see the back of the neck tattoo. Like I said, it ran here. Over here it's okay, but it ran a little bit over here. I could touch it up with paint and whatnot, but I haven't done that just yet. Okay, this is a little some residue from the mask and whatnot, but here it goes. It wipes right off. And then you have the hair, which you can style any which way if you want to do this style like the Fiend has. You know what I'm saying? This is why I used real hair, because you can style it any which way you want. And if you really wanted it to just stay that way, you'd pop the mask right back on and it'll essentially like hold the hair in place. So if you didn't want to use product, which you can, you know, you can use like a hair gel, hair spray, mousse, whatever, you know, just to style it whichever way you want. You can do it that way. But yeah, let me speaking of all the tricks I have up my sleeve, I know you didn't think this was just gonna be like any other video I've done. That being said, we have the Firefly Funhouse. Alright, we have Mercy the Buzzard. Let me take him out of frame for a second. We have Mercy the Buzzard's box over here on the table. We have the quilted chair, the window that Sister Abigail comes out of the door, the TV, right? So, with that being said, I got plenty of tricks up my sleeve. I'll show you right now. Let's put this in. I'm digging up my box of goodies. Let's see, what first? What should we show them first? Alright. First, we're gonna show you the clothes I made. And yes, that's just for fabric from the sweater I made. So yes, I made these clothes, I stitched these clothes, and he can wear these clothes. So let's put them on. See, the reason why I made these clothes and everything is because, so you just gotta bend the feet a little bit. The reason I made them is because I didn't want my figure to be like just every other out there. And I'm pretty sure you can attest that it isn't. So these pants, they fit them, right? I left them open at the side of the seams. Actually, let's keep the arms up, because he's gonna have to get into this somehow, right? Bear with me. I never thought I'd be dressing dolls, but hey man, that's what life's come to. Okay, let's get him in there. Hello. So being that he comes out to the ring, got the one arm in. Being that he comes out to the ring like this now, it makes even more sense to have a figure that can do both. Alright, so there we go. And if you wanted him to have, for example, you're like, oh well, we gotta tie his hair up a little bit, like, you know how he has it when he's not the Fiend. He's got it all tied up, and you can do that with this figure. So I came ill prepared. I don't have anything to tie it up with. Alright, so if you wanted, you were like, oh, but look at his shoes. That's not what he wears when he's Bray. Well, I made these little, I saw pictures of him and he wears like these boots, but they have like these studs on them and a buckle. So I just made a little thing that you can swap out for the shoes, or not swap out, sorry. You can put his foot in them and they will essentially replicate that look. Okay. But yeah, if you're feeling that or you're not feeling that, I got more for you, because we have what happens here is that he reveals the Wyatt compound up in flames, the painting that he ended up placing on the wall. So, yeah, there's that. And then there's these two figures, which came with the holiday Ramblin' Rabbit holiday box. I haven't decided. I might even throw that into the auction. This figure and everything you see here is for sale. Not sure why he's got marks on there. It hasn't been opened before. Nevertheless, this is the contents, all the contents of a Ramblin' Rabbit Firefly Funhouse box in a size large. May or may not be included in the auction. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. One of these. There she goes. So there's all that, and if you remember, when after he put this up, that goes there, right? So now, you got him with a beret on, the paintbrush, which I made, sculpted myself. Added real brush fibers to it. It's the same color as his was on the Funhouse. And then if you remember, he also had a mask. Alright, well, if you guys remember, he had this mask and he also wore a clown nose, right? What did he wear the clown nose for, though? Can you remind me? What was it? What was it with? Could it have been with this? With this bad boy right here? Let's take this off. And let's give him this. See, I'm just gonna leave it just like that for now, but I also made him, right, good thing I also made him a larger, like a wider grip right hand, so that he can hold it in this hand, for example, and then rest it on this hand. And there's another use for this hand I'll show you in a second. But yeah, what do you guys think of this? Actually, you know what? Let's actually do that right now. And I created another contingency plan. Whoops. hold it up a little higher because, yeah. Doesn't that look awesome? Doesn't that look like a perfect recreation of that scene? You know, some people might argue it's probably not proportionate, but I think it's just fine. I think it, you know, I think it looks great. I think it's perfect. Maybe he might even look at Abby in the future, and Rambling Rabbit might want to stop him and stuff. But yeah, so this is when we shift over and we move the room. We shift over and I bring you to the new Firefly Funhouse. Now, what does the new Firefly Funhouse have? If you recall, there was a painting of this Abby. It's in the new Firefly Funhouse. It was here, and now it's here. That is the picture that they pretty much decided to keep to convince the audience that, you know, it's in the same place, but I mean, it's not. So there you have that. Who else does he have pictures of? Can you tell me? He's got pictures of his victims, right? So who was his victim? One of his first victims was McFoley, right? And I ended up doing caricatures of these victims instead of just printouts. Actually, let's put him there, right? So I thought it would be a nice fit because, you know, he might have done it himself or whatever, kind of in the same vein as that picture there. Who else? Jerry the King Lawler, right? So he attacked the king. So here we go. There's the king. Study that. There we go. And then there was Cain, right? And last but not least, one of his most recent victims,
Seth Rollins.
the victim that conceded the Universal Championship to our boy Bray, right? And speaking of the Universal Championship, this was the room in which he unveiled the Universal Championship. The new Universal Championship, the new blue Universal Championship, right? So right? What do you guys think of that? Doesn't that resemble that moment? Let's have a closer look at the Universal Championship. See, like most custom belts I've seen, which I've made an effort to, you know, not to duplicate, mine bends, right? And it's not stiff. It's, you know, most are stiff, but this bends, it turns, right? With ease. Just gotta punch the holes here. Okay, we got it done. And then that's how he wears his championship. Well, Bray actually wears it around his waist. But the Fiend does not. So with that being said, about to change him out of these clothes. So off comes the shirt. Okay. Off come the pants. Pause. Actually, before that, these have to come off, right? Off one goes. Off the other goes. Okay. Now we got him back into the Fiend attire, right? Now, need to put the mask back on. Okay. Twista Hair, you know, and if you want to, you know, recreate all different kinds of looks, you can twist the hair, you know, shorten the dreads or whatever, like this, right? Like, let's take a long one, twist, and then go like that, and twist again, and you got that, you know what I'm saying? So you can do a whole bunch of stuff with this. This is why I created this, so it can be versatile. You understand? There you go. You might hear a click once that's in place. So there's that, right? But he doesn't appear in the funhouse. So here's what we're gonna do. Boom. Ready for the next trick? Did anybody say anything about a lantern? Oh, you mean this right here? So he gets to hold this lantern. Let's straighten you out a bit, bro. I'm gonna put his, there you go. So, the way this gets better is simply, what's missing? What does the lantern do? Does it have a function? Did you really think my stuff wouldn't be functional? Let's turn the lights. We got ourselves a mini glow stick, ladies and gentlemen. That looks sick. looks sick. Everything you've seen here today in this video is for sale. I'm selling them all together. Link to the eBay listing will be in the description. Not only that, but if you wanted to make yourself or someone you know into an action figure with the matching set piece, hit me up. We can make it happen. So yeah, there's that. And there's also different colors. Alright, so that's that one. Taking pictures. We got a towel, right? What else? It's orange, so it blends in, but okay. So I have some friends for him to join his funhouse. Some other 8-inch figures, right? Just to show scale. Alright, and I got one more friend for him. There you have it. No. He's got some friends. Same size as him. Except for this guy. But yeah. Being that it's the holiday season, I'm also going to show you guys what it looks like with him side by side with his family, his real family. No, I'm not talking about the Wyatt family or anything like that. I'm talking about his real pops. There goes brother. Brother Bo, I'm not sure his real name, but sorry about that. This is what an old figure of him used to look like. Mine's a bit loose, give me a second. Quick hands, huh? Now his pops. These are all older Bray Wyatt figures. Where's the other one? I have the last and final trick up my sleeve. And it's probably the best of all. So you're probably glad you're gonna be glad that you stayed this long to the end of the video, which I appreciate you. But ta-da! You're like, what are you showing us, dude? Yeah, big deal, he's got hands. There's better hands than the other one, right? Well, what you haven't seen is the fact that I made him gloves for these hands. Yep. Stitched them myself. What do you think of that? No one's done that before, but me. You saw it here first. Bear with me, the stitching is a bit funny sometimes. There we go. Let's pull that guy on. What do you think of that one? Told you I have plenty of tricks in my sleeve. My sincerest gratitude if you stayed through the whole video, and sincerest apologies as well, as I don't think this video quite did it justice, so I'm gonna spoil you guys with some high-res images on the way out. Please like the video if you enjoyed. I ran into some obstacles bringing you this video, so it would mean a whole lot. My socials can be found in the description below, so don't be shy. Subscribe and tell your friend, it would be greatly appreciated. Everybody have a happy and healthy new year. Peace out. And if you really stay to the end, I owe you an apology for my hairy ass arms, my gross thumbs, and cheap ass phone. Shout out to Coolpath for holding me down since 2016. But all jokes aside, I wanted to point out how I thought about incorporating official images as a reference point for most of this creation, especially for non-wrestling fans who took the time to watch. But as a new content creator, I just couldn't risk it. I hope you guys understand. And I hope I encourage you to check out more videos of the Fiend, maybe even watch him live because he's awesome. Thanks again for watching, guys. Peace out for real.